Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pokemon field. This is the Pokemon field. It might be a bit of a random name, but I do actually have a reason why I call it the Pokemon field. I don't know how true this is actually, but when I was younger, I somehow convinced myself that I had the ability to believe in anything I wanted to. Like I could believe in the existence of anything. Like if I wanted to believe in Santa Claus despite not really believing in Santa Claus, I can make myself. And I sort of did that with Pokemon, because I was really obsessed with Pokemon back in the day. I loved them. I ate, slept, and breathed Pokemon. And I convinced myself that they were real. Well, where do they hide? Aren't they everywhere? This is sort of like a grass field that you would find in a Pokemon game, so I convinced myself that they all hidden here. You just have to look hard enough. As such, I used that as an excuse to hang out here a lot when I was younger. I'll walk around and show you a bit. Not that there's much to show, but, you know. I guess it's funny how much of my childhood I spent in this field. Because the thing is, it's got baseball diamonds here, and they aren't really used that often. There's like a couple times a week where some little, like, 5th grade team will come down and have a game or something, but not a lot goes on. I remember there was a while where I was obsessed with kickball, though, like what you do at a playground. You'd stand down here at the dish, and then they throw the ball down there, and then you kick it. I always liked games where you used your feet instead of your hands, because I'm awkward and can't use my hands. But I didn't know I was awkward with my feet, too. Like, I used to love soccer, but I could never kick it right. Funny, I actually told that story to someone. They're like, "Oh my god, you're so delightfully awkward." I don't know. I'm such an awkward person. And these are benches where you sit and watch the game. These are benches where I'd like to sit a lot, though. The thing is, like, I don't know, like, my family is cool and stuff, but they have a tendency to get upset about things real quickly, so it can just be uncomfortable sitting there. So you sit here. Hi, that's me, and my beautifully windblown hair. And sometimes you can do anything here. I would bring my Game Boy and play it here. I would do my homework here. I would bring a book and read it here. Or sometimes, let's see if I can do this without falling and breaking my neck, but I'd lay down. I can't actually see this if you can see my face or not, but I hope you can. But I'm here. You can just lay down and let the time pass. I do a lot of that here. I just let the time pass even if I'm not particularly doing anything. Yeah. So I'll show you more, I might as well. I mean, like, even now that I'm older, I still like to come here from time to time and just hang out if I need a break from it all. The thing is, I don't have a problem with doing things. If I do something for too long, though, it can make me, I don't know what the word is, anxious, I guess. Like if I'm talking to somebody on the phone for longer than 20 minutes, or if I'm texting back with someone for more than an hour, or I'm in a chat room on Skype or something with someone more than an hour, I get anxious. Like, I gotta get out of here, I gotta do something. And I don't know why that is, because I never do anything productive with that time I save, but it's like this mental thing that I have. We're on a trail. And this would always remind me, because I remember there was this one part of Pokemon where you go south. This only matters, you would only get this if you ever played Pokemon. But there's this area south of Cerulean City, I think, and there are these rural roads that look like they have bars on them. So it looks like a path, but it's really hard to describe, but I don't know if you get that visualization or not, but that's what I think of when I see this. And I'm walking on the path, and I guess I'm going to whatever city would come after that. I love the Pokemon games a lot. I mean, I really haven't played past the 3rd generation, because I just sort of outgrew it and I didn't feel like spending money on the new games and such. But I just liked the atmosphere of them and the idea of them. And the thing is, I made that video on my channel called Why Pokemon Sucks, and people think, do you really think Pokemon sucks? It doesn't really suck. It was just some exaggerations of problems I experienced as a child. Here are some concessions that you can concess yourself with on this building. I guess this is where they'd sell food and stuff. I don't even know if that's used, to be honest, though. Got a garbage can. I don't know how much of this is being used. I know that, like, over there, they'll have, like, baseball games, but I don't know what else is actually done here. And here we have a swamp. I'm tall, so I can reach over the fence and show you better. This is the swamp. like how I said I like Pokemon, that includes the main games, but I also really like Pokemon Snap on the Nintendo 64. I used to play that, and there's this one level that's like the river, and this reminds me of the river. Even though a lot of people say that game sucks because you're not fighting, you're just looking at Pokemon, I always thought it was kind of cute, and I just liked the setting of it. It had a nice feel to it. So that was pretty cool. And I always liked that game. I've always enjoyed, I don't know. I like games and I like playing them. And I like talking, so some people have suggested that I try making Let's Plays. The thing is, I don't know if I want to do that or not, how good I'd be. Plus, I haven't played a ton of games, so it's like I'd run out of material after a while, wouldn't I? Plus, I'd have to figure out how to do it. I mean, I can record a crappy emulator on my computer and have the cheap mic and everything, but, you know, that's not good quality. I don't know if it's still here, but there used to be a little thing that had colorful rocks, and I would say that they're like the Firestone and the Waterstone. They were even kind of clear looking, too, so it looked really nice. I don't know if that's just gone, though. I don't know what's here and what's not here, what got moved, why it got moved, or any of that, but oh well. I guess you never really know. Things change, and I don't come here nearly as often as I used to, so. And those are dirt piles. I used to say that the ground Pokemon dig those dirt piles. It also reminds me of a time where, during that age, my dad got a game on the computer. Those like retro games. You could play Pac-Man, Galaxia, some car game that I forget what it's called, and Dig Dug. So when I think of these, I think of that game also. Dig Dug was always my favorite of the four, even though it turns out he was the least known of the four. So you go on these piles, and it reminds me of Dig Dug, and all the other four games, to be honest, but yeah. So that's pretty cool, I think. I really don't know what I'm saying. I just walked out, and I had my phone, so I figured I might as well record it and show you a snapshot of my childhood and such. There's no real point, but then again, there's no real point to anything I do here. It's just sort of me sharing my on-the-fly thoughts with you. It's pretty cool, the Pokemon field. Hope you enjoyed it.